Hello, hello, hello. So we are back here on the Paranormal Playground Sounds. Live on WMFO 91.5. Tough Freeform Radio. This is your host, Mariah Merlinite, the Boston medium, and we have some special guests with us. Woo! Hi, everybody. What's going on?
Hello, Mariah.
Hi, Mariah. How you doing?
So this is Michelle and Armin, and we are here flowing. We are here just flowing. There's so much to be said about these two. And without me just rambling on, I'm going to let them take the mic and basically, express yourselves right now, because this is a show about spirit. This is a show about being present. This is a show about being connected. So right now, I'm just going to go in a flow instead of, doing some standard like interview, this, that. I do have questions though, if you don't mind me.
We hope so.
Please interview us. Yes. Please ask us. We need prompts.
But I like to call Michelle my Reiki master. So not only is she a Reiki master, she is a talented musician. And this is exactly why I asked her to please come on the show, because not only the work she's done on me, just who she is as a person, it's a blessing to have her on. It's a blessing. And not only that, it was like a 2-for-1. She brought her friend, she told me about Armin, and brought her friend Armin, who is an amazing guitarist, and he's going to play.
Girl, stop.
No, he's going to play live. He's going to play live, and it's always great to get the 2-for-1 because you're not expecting it. And these are just amazing, magical people that you guys right now, whoever's tuned in and turned on, this is not an accident. They have the beautiful abilities, just being them, and so what's going on today? Just speak freely right now.
I can't stop smiling.
Who's she talking about?
I know. This is us. No, it sounds like us, Armin.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let me just say it's so wonderful to be here. I'm honored to know you. I'm so excited. The story of how we met is ridiculous. We won't get into that yet, but just the connection, like you said, the way Armin and I met, how our relationship evolved into this music kind of thing, and how this is the birth of it. Today is the day that we kind of launch it public for the first time. So whoever is listening right now, thank you for listening. It's a really exciting moment for us. We hope you feel what we're feeling about it. And Mariah mentioned Reiki, which is a form of energy healing. And so what I try to do is meld it together with the music and bring a really good vibe to everybody with our music. So that's the intention behind it, and really that's the intention of how we live, how I live, how you live, And so just being tapped in. I'm excited for this playground. I'm excited for the sounds. I'm excited for the paranormal.
I love it. See, this is what the show is all about. Getting artists here who have a strong connection with their own spirituality and their own connection to it. And, whether they are, whether it's something they do for work or whether it's, it's just something they do, it's good to bring people on here to hear about their experiences, because a lot of reason why I made the show is because there are a lot of people who are very uncomfortable talking about this stuff, because we're so programmed to, think, oh my God, since COVID though, this has become very mainstream, and everybody's was looking for spirituality. So then bam, now everybody is doing this. Everybody wants to be a part of it. But before it was like, wow, you're crazy. Wow, this, that. Now everybody's doing it. So when we hear people like you and I, and being able to tell people, and be open about it and tell people, it gives them strength. It gives them, a sense of, well, I've always had this gift myself, and maybe I can do this. Yes. And so this is a place where people can call in, come on, whatever, but they can talk about their gift without feeling judged. They can be able to feel free, because that's why a lot of people are unable to develop their gifts properly, because once they start opening their mouths to the wrong people, all of a sudden it's shut down, and then they believe it doesn't exist. And even worse, they feel judged and they shut down their gifts, and they feel
like the other.
Yeah.
And in a
You feel like
society
you
where
really
we're
can't do it.
yeah, like when we're trying to be all inclusive, in a time where we're trying to value everyone and their voice, it's so important, having that presence, having that platform, and also saying things of worth, really.
Exactly. So it really brings me so much joy to bring other, artists, musicians, and who are on their journey connecting, because it's a beautiful feeling to unite and bring this energy here and show people, no, this isn't just foo fluff. I mean, we're not here trying to prove anything or trying to tell you no, this does exist, but it's to hear for those who believe.
Yeah.
This is for you. If you don't believe, it's fine, but for those who know within their heart and they're trying to open up more doors, here it is.
And
So-
I'll
Hopefully
just
they do
yeah.
after,
Absolutely, yeah.
Believe a little bit.
Yes.
Believe in the magic. Yeah,
Yes.
that's one of the things we talk about a lot, is just belief in magic and how we struggle with that. It's like, am I crazy? No, we're magical creatures, and we can make things happen with certain thoughts and intentions for the right reasons. We can make magic happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's really the platform for presence, to feel connected, to be in frequency. And my hope is that it's not even a belief. There's science behind this. There's something very important with the Reiki work that I do is I have a level of knowledge of physics and quantum physics that I enjoy. I like to nerd out a little bit. And so when people are like, how does that work? I'm like, well, let me see if I can share with you my theory so that you can understand my take on it. Because there's not a lot of hard proof, but they're starting to do studies. They're starting to invite it in hospitals. They're starting to realize there's value to it in a real significant way. And I just invite people to feel how they're feeling as they listen to our voices, as they feel the vibration of the resonance. If there's something that lights up inside of you, if you're getting a little goosebumpy, if you're getting a little chill, that's, to me, the signal that we're in line, that we're in tune. So that's what my purpose is here, is like to show it and experience it.
Thank you. Yes. And I would definitely, throughout the show, would like to hear more about, if you could tell more of the audience about Reiki, how it works, if they're interested, because I'm sure, just like when they tune in and listen about psychic stuff and mediumship, there's the other form of healing that they're going to be curious about as well.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it would be great to, be able to open that up, and whatever it is, you're feeling pulled to, and, communicate to people about where Reiki is, then please.
Thank you, yeah.
Okay, let's go to Armin. What's going on with you over here?
Can I just start by saying how grateful I am to be here?
Absolutely.
Like, grateful for both of you. Like, thank you for just. I don't even know. Like, I've been tied to that tattoo on your arm there. Good timing.
Good timing.
Good timing. Like, it's amazing to be here. I can't believe we're here. Sorry, I can't believe we're here, but it's hard to believe that we're here. And yeah, I just wanted to go and say, like, truly how amazing it is to be here. And I'm Armin, everybody, in case you didn't know already. And yeah, I don't really know what to say other than the things that I want to bring here, or much like what Michelle was saying. And I don't necessarily have the Reiki background or the energy work or the mediumship. However, I feel that energy and the understanding of it is something that I've been interested in for so long, and really putting into practice these things over the last few years. And like a lot of the things we have talked about, because Michelle is my Reiki master as well.
They sound like it's a cult. It's not a
Cult
cult.
Michelle.
I swear it's
over
not a
here.
cult.
No, but you've imparted a lot of wisdom, and I've taken it, and a lot of it is stuff that, yes, I've known, but at the same time, it's like to be reminded of these things, to have someone to check you. It's always nice. Like, it's nice to be able to talk about these things with you guys. It's nice to have a platform
And the freedom,
to express myself. But like, I'm here to spread the love. I'm here to play some music. Like, that's really it for right now. I'm kind of making my way in the world with expressing myself and putting that stuff out there. So,
and if I may validate a little bit more of what Armin tapped into a little bit there for himself, like, whether or not one is trained does not mean you don't feel it just as much or that you're not able to. So for all those people out there that haven't had training, that have this innate skill that they don't even understand, or maybe they're afraid of, and I think, Mariah, you can speak to this, growing up with abilities and not really knowing how to manage or what to do with them. But just knowing that there's an inherent ability, and frankly, like the connection that we had started with Reiki, and it started with an injury.
Started with a concussion.
Yeah. Armin had a concussion, and I offered Reiki to help, and he felt it very immediately, what I was doing, and it's so effective, and the fact that he was so open, it works. For me, it doesn't matter if it's Reiki or any other energetic modality. It's the intention and the level of openness for the recipient. So if you're open and you have the right intention flowing in, that's where the miracle lies. And that's where the healing happens.
Surrender, like, that's the word that comes up for me right now. Sorry. Surrender, like, once you let go of all the sort of bias and the ideas that you have about what you think this all might be, that's when the magic really happens, when I was in that place. I wouldn't call it desperation, but I told you. I was hurting, and it's funny how the universe kind of did a 2-for-1. It was like, I'm going to send you someone to help you with this concussion. Also, a friend that you can talk to about these things. Finally, someone that I can talk about these things that I keep inside. And it's like, and to connect on such a level where it's like, we basically have the same experiences, and it's cool to be able to relate. And yeah, the universe did me a solid, and by bringing you into my life. But that feeling,
that's amazing.
That feeling of connection, Mariah, like, she didn't do much. It was a few minutes in the back of Trader Joe's.
We work at Trader Joe's. That's how we met.
Somehow we didn't. Somehow nobody came out back. It was just me and her. We had this intimate moment, and like, it was the first time I think I knew magic existed. I knew it was real. I felt that truth in me already, like, years back now. But to see it happen in front of you, to feel it happen, like her putting her hands, like, not on my head, just close enough, and then taking him away, and then putting him back, and you feel the energy field kind of being touched, and it was so healing. It kind of made things go away pretty fast, and it was great. It was so great.
I'm blown away by that experience. I'm so glad you were able to have that, because that just set the tone for that opening for you.
It was the last day I was at Trader Joe's. Yeah. I quit that day.
Yeah. It was remarkable,
Perfect.
the timing. We talk about divine timing.
We had plans to, like, hang out because we both like to ride and stuff.
We both have
barely.
motorcycles, and I was leaving my shift that day, and he was coming in, and I hadn't seen him for a couple of weeks because he was out from the concussion. And he was coming in to resign, basically. And our paths crossed in that moment outside of the building. And I was like, let me make sure I get your number. I want to make sure we stay in touch because we always liked one another.
I asked for a session the next week. And then since then it's been once a week.
At least, yeah. We get it in there, and between music now and the energy, and it's just a constant flowing conversation, and it keeps us moving forward with all of the stuff we're in line with. It's pretty amazing.
I love it. And can I just say, I love the dynamic between you two when both of you are talking. It's just, it's like all of a sudden the vibration just raises. It's just like, I just love every minute of it.
You perk us up a lot.
I was going to say, tutu girl. Tutu girl.
Yeah, this
you
is
just radiate
the three-way
such
is
positivity.
pretty crazy right now.
Oh my God. This is awesome. This is amazing. Thank you.
Yes.
Just thank you so much for being here, because this isn't it. This is just the beginning of what is to come. And I'm so glad that Michelle's like, yeah, let's do 3 hours. Thank you, by the way, because I wouldn't have extended it if you didn't chime in, because at first I was like, oh, that might be too long for them. And then you were just like, let's do it. And it's working, right?
Well,
exactly.
I knew we could fill the time. I absolutely knew we could fill the time. It's because it's not a matter of time. With our conversations, it's always timing. We laugh about how time flies when we're together, and we could talk for hours longer, and it's never boring. And so hopefully people listening will agree.
Exactly. So, oh my goodness. Let's take a break. And we're going to, do you have, so I want to ask, do you have any special requests going on here?
Oh.
Something long.
Something epic.
Not like 10 minutes, but you know what I'm saying.
Prog
like
rock.
4,
We
do you have any
gonna
Steely
do-
Dan?
Ooh, okay. We are gonna do readings today. Is that
Of
wrong?
course,
Okay,
of
cool,
course.
yeah.
We're doing it all. We're doing. You see the time? We got till 5.
Sheesh.
Okay, we got till 5 o'clock. We here.
Sheesh.
We here.
Okay.
We rolling.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of some requests.
Steely Dan, but I think are they the one with that the Aja?
Yes.
Okay.
Girl,
Which one do you want?
Ooh. Anyone that comes up. Ricky, don't lose that number.
I'm so happy that you said that. Can we do it again?
Yes. Do it again, girl. Do it again.
Oh my God, this is so awesome. All right, stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
And we are back here on the Paranormal Playground Sounds, 91.5 FM WMFO, Tufts, Medford, Freeform Radio. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what's happening right now. How are you guys feeling?
Feeling fantastic.
Electric.
Electric! Ow!
Feeling
Do you
good.
remember that? You can see it. It's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie. Oh my God. I forgot all about that. That reminds me of that. Yeah. And that.
Yeah.
No.
So we are doing our meditation, our guided meditation. I started calling it a guidey.
Guidey.
It's time for the guidey.
My guidey.
Yeah, it's so funny. I'll be up here and then the Boston accent starts coming out, and then it's just
Yeah,
like
Ken.
but it's like I'm not even trying to do it on purpose. I'll start channeling a Southern person. Like the channeling is real.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeehaw.
You just take off here. This is it's the playground sound. So we're gonna do a meditation, and we're going to just open it up. We are gonna ground. We're gonna basically clear and cleanse and open ourselves. The whole point is opening ourselves up more to be receptive to spirit and the guidance and whatever it is that needs to come through, because yes, we'll be doing some mediumship live here. That's what we do. The live music, live mediumship.
Yes.
Oh, this is what it's all about. So right now, just get comfortable, get cozy. For all of you just tuning in right now, this is the guided meditation portion. And yes, understand this is not regular Paranormal Playground Sounds. We are here till 5. So stick around and stay tuned. It's very special because we have some very special people here. So what we're going to do for, the next couple of minutes is we're just going to breathe in and out. Just take some nice deep breaths in and out. In and out. Now let roots from your feet come all the way down to the center of the core of the earth, tying tight. Imagine a white light above your head, gracefully showering down on you. Imagine it is beaming from a halo that is above your crown chakra, coming all the way down, shielding, protecting all of you, all the way down from your head, all the way down to your feet. This white light is laced in the highest vibration of love from from your spirit team. Feel that unconditional love surrounding you right now. You can feel what true love feels like. Pure unconditioned, pure with no withhold. There is nothing blocking. There is nothing hoarding the love from you. The love is infinite and endless. As you can feel this love surrounding you, let it out, let it out. It's all good. As you're feeling that love, you right now are able to wash away anything from the week that does not serve you, anything that is hindering, anything that had stressed you out, anything that you felt had disempowered you. We let go of it. We just let go of all of it. We let it go. We let the light in, because this is your time to come back to you. This is your time to come back to the place that is eternal and never changes. The place that is infinite, pure spirit. And you get to come here and remember who you are. You can feel the love coming, surrounding us right now. Imagine being outside in the most beautiful, beautiful blue skies. Imagine that sunshine beaming right above you. Not too hot, not too cold, the temperature. But we are in the space right now of pure expansion. We are in the place right now of rejuvenation. And that sunshine that loves us so unconditionally, that sunshine that shines every single day without asking for anything in return. You remember the abundance that surrounds you right now. You remember the prosperity. You remember how you will always be taken care of. For everything in nature works in this way. For you being here because something wants you to be here. Something wants you to be alive. Feel into that love right now and how loved you are. Look at the miracle that you are. Let's remember this miracle. Something wants you to be here breathing. That is how loved you are. That sunshine, that rain, that water, the animals, the trees, all nature that works, the oxygen giving so freely, the water hydrating you. Look at the signs of why you are chosen to be here. That's how special you are. That is how miraculous you are, and that is how much you are needed in this world. This is how much you matter. That the world would operate so freely just for you. Just for you to be alive breathing, for you to be alive talking, for your eyes to see, for you to interact with other people. Look at how beautiful you are. Look at how much you matter in this world and how much you are needed. We need you. We need your light. You are love. Your love makes this world turn. Your love is in circulation every day. You are the reason. Everyone else gets up and goes about their day. You are the reason Why we pave roads every day, why we build buildings, why we lay the tracks for traveling, why everyone works every day to make this life so sustainable. You are the reason. Everyone is here for you. So while you are here on planet Earth, open up your heart and do not be afraid to shine your light, because your light is the light that we want and love and crave. We are all one. We are all one beautiful, beautiful energy of God, Spirit, nature, the universe, whatever it is you believe in, whatever it is that you can feel, you are this. You are listening to WMFO 91.5, Tufts Freeform Radio here on the Paranormal Playground Sounds. This is your host, Mariah Merlinite, the Boston medium. You are here. Feel the love surrounding you right now. For all of you tuning in, we are here on this meditation, opening up to spirit and opening up to love. We are opening our hearts here to everyone, and we're unifying with the world around us. This is love. Take some nice deep inhales. Exhale. You can feel your spirit team and your spirit guides and everyone around you. They're here. You can see their smiles. You can see their joy. So happy, ready to connect, to love you, to guide you, to bring you to your greatest, best possible self, to help you evolve. They're right here with all this love. They're here to help. And they are so grateful that you have opened up so they can communicate. So we're going to come back. And when you are ready, open up and give a nice big smile. When you are ready.
So that was beautiful. Thank you. Amen. Hallelujah to all of that.
The world heard that one.
Yeah, that was so powerful. The channel that just opened up through you. Thank you.
That was...
Thank you.
And if I may make a request, because the words that you used for that guided meditation lead us naturally into the first song we want to play. So I'm not even going to give you the hint. We're just going to sing it. But before we do, I'd love it if you had a copy of, I think it's Soul to Soul, Joy and Pain, that song. Do you know that?
Maybe if I hear it.
Yeah, but I don't know if you have that in your spin list.
In.
Yeah. I feel like, so the way when I practice energy work, when I'm doing this meditative aspect of embracing myself in this moment right now, a lot of times if I'm in pain or if I have anger or sadness, I want to embrace that. And that's why this song is coming up for me, because it's talking about joy and pain, sunshine and rain. And it's a very upbeat song, in my opinion.
Is that what I'm thinking of? Joy? Wow! Oh my God,
and
that was
pain.
the song. So let's do it
pump
up a
it
little.
up.
Sunshine and rain.
Keep it going, keep it going.
Oh my God, it's happening.
You have it? Yes.
Okay, please stay with us. You can tell.
Please stay
you can
with
tell
us.
this is an amazing lit show, and oh my God,
So lit.
I can't
feeling
even.
it.
So stay tuned, please, here on the Paranormal Playground Sounds.
Come on back, everybody.
I rescued Toast from a shelter in 2011. I love Toast because she's a lazy diva. Toast does whatever she wants, obviously. She's sleeping right now.
We have Michelle and Armin here live on the WMFO 91.5 FM Tufts Freeform Radio. If you are just tuning in, and we are doing. They are doing a live set. Sorry,
You are too.
I'm collecting all of this from that guided meditation. Woo! So, okay, why don't we just get into it? Do you guys have anything to say? Or you just want to bump right into it?
Yeah, we'll bump in. I'll just do a little I'm picking up on that guided meditation. Some of the words you used made me think this is perfect to do now. So whenever you're ready, Armin, we're just going to take a breath. Take a moment.
Oh, I just wanted to say, actually, now I remember, before I was doing the show, I kept having, sometimes I'll have messages come in, and I kept hearing the word imagine.
Yeah.
And now it's coming back to me. Oh my God, this is awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Okay, let's do this. So whenever you're ready. Boom. Yes.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, oh, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. It's easy if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A family of humans. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, oh, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. Yeah, I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one.
Thank you so much for that. Oh my God.
Wow.
Thank you.
The nervousness.
It's okay. It's all good.
Please come tell me the experience going on right now.
I'm feeling like a vibration internally that's kind of insane.
So,
The rush.
with how shaky I was, having practiced it so much, just being in flow of everything, it was really hard to not be on point. Like, I was like, wow, I mean, I made a few mistakes, but it was okay. Like, I kept with the flow, and it just felt so good.
And for me, it's not even about mistakes. I was just feeling a good vibe throughout and
That's what
just
I mean.
bringing the message. So, like, tapping into the guided meditation, and you were like, imagine this, and imagine that, and imagine this white light, and imagine all of these things. And
I love when she sings when I play. I'm sorry. Just like
that's the other part of it. We vibe with each other to such a degree. It's a little ridiculous. Like,
It's so visible.
And I love having someone who really likes to hear me talk and sing.
it's
What a
really a pleasure.
blessing.
Like,
What
I'm
a
not.
blessing.
She thinks I gas her, but
It's a gift. It's a gift.
No, it's real. Oh,
It is real. No, I feel it. That's why I don't
she
deny
thinks
it.
I gas it up.
No, I don't. I never said you did.
it's not gassing nothing.
No, I know.
No,
I'm
I know when
teasing, I'm
someone's
teasing.
blowing smoke, and he is not blowing smoke. He's very genuine. I can tell when someone's doing that. So he knows he can't fool. So there's a level of truth that I can accept, and it's actually forced me to take a compliment. Like, it's not an easy thing for us to take compliments in this life, and a lot of people are like, oh no, and it took a lot for me to not minimize myself and oh stop, no, go ahead, tell me, I like it, I like hearing it, thank you, the feedback is beautiful.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you.
It's true though what you say. Like, it's hard. It's hard to take the compliment. When someone tells you you're doing really well and you don't necessarily feel that way, but you're getting that reassurance, and then for it to happen time and time again, and I mean, look where we're at right now.
And Mariah was instrumental for me with that. One of our readings prior, you were like letting go of the perfectionism and letting things flow, and like and embracing the mistakes, quote unquote, like letting things flow and really being okay with everything that comes out. Because obviously there is no such thing as a perfect performance, right?
Exactly.
No, that felt killer.
But that felt amazing to me because we were authentically ourselves, and we were bringing a vibration and grounded, and all of the requirements that we talk about when we're putting our intentions into when we rehearse and when we're like getting ready for today.
It's amazing. Like, you weren't even on for like half of a second and I already got 2 thumbs up, you know? And
Really?
so, yeah,
Thank you, guys.
not even within a half of a second. So,
The ego thanks you.
but I won't fiddle with that. I'll see later what's going on.
love it.
But like, yes.
It's not us that are the 2. That's the best part. It's not me and Armin giving the thumbs up. That's my favorite part of that. Thank you, guys. Whoever gave us the thumbs up, it's
Right.
really very much appreciated.
And like, okay.
Seriously though, thank you guys for tuning in. Like, this is amazing to be able to play for people, and for you guys to be listening in right now. It's truly a blessing. Thank you.
And thank
Thank
you.
you.
And
This is so sick.
because then I know you haven't done this in a while.
Yeah.
You were talking about, and so to be able to, I'm curious what you're feeling right now, being able to come back, because we've had so many discussions about Michelle getting back into this, and it's been years since she's done this. So I'm curious how that felt.
We talked about the comeback
It
for
yesterday.
the
feels so
comeback.
right. We were talking
Okay,
about how many
good.
years it's been.
Good.
I was trying to tally, and I was like, I don't know. It's over a decade. It's maybe 12, 13 years since I've sang publicly. It's something that when I don't do it, I don't feel myself. And so part of me was just really out of balance for a very long time. But years ago, I started manifesting a music partner. Years ago, I knew I needed to bring this out energetically for myself, for everyone who's listening, who's vibing with it. I just felt like maybe this is my calling. Like, who am I to say? Like, we all go through these things. Like, who am I to be the singer? Well, who am I not to be?
Thank you for adding that, because how much of this goes through people's heads and it's
Right.
not visible, and
That's
it's
why I
not
share
they're like, yes, I'm a musician, yes, I'm I play instruments, but then in the back of their head there's this constant judgment going on.
The
and
imposter syndrome
Self-doubt.
is serious. Yeah, imposter syndrome, when you feel like a fraud, even though you've got some chops and some skills, but you still feel like you're faking it. That's actually, I think, a natural way of feeling. It's a humility level. It's a modesty. Because I know how good I am, but at the same time, I'm not trying to come from that place.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to feel, I'm trying to be, I'm trying to, just exude and radiate.
Not be better than.
Yeah, there's no competition.
Exactly.
It's a competition of myself from the day prior, it's the moment prior.
Yeah.
And to constantly be bringing my best self in each moment.
I
That's
love
the striving. Without striving, the effortless striving, right?
Who would have known that day in Trader Joe's that I exchanged info with Michelle and we would be here doing this?
Do we want to just briefly touch on how that came to pass over years?
So what? I don't remember exactly.
I've been working there nearly 9 years.
Okay.
And you were shopping always, like, at least once a week. And I would see this force of nature. She would come and be dancing in front of the banana tree with her Beats hydrate earphones and these muffs on her head, and she's got rainbow extensions and glitter and sparkles, and she is just being her true self. She is not afraid of what anyone thinks of her. She is just letting it fly, and I admire that so much. That is a level of spirit that I see. I want to be like that. I have issues of shyness that I'm constantly working on, so seeing you like that lets me be free to be me. And so that's why I'm drawn to people that are just truly themselves. And so you've always had that vibration. And, I would just say, hey, or like, I like you. Like, I would start grooving alongside to you. Like, I didn't know what you were listening to, but I was picking up on what you were dancing to. And I'd start dancing to, like, no music, right? And that was kind of our interaction for many years, just a little touch, a little touch, a little touch. And then you came to my register one time, and I was like, it had been at least 5 years since, all of that, maybe even 7 years. I mean, who's counting? Who cares? But really, like, I was like, I have an opportunity. I was like, what do you do for work? And when you were like, I'm a medium, I'm like, oh, we got to book a reading. I love that stuff. I have been doing, like, receiving readings for a long time. I've been tapping into my own psychic abilities in a practical way for many years, and have come to terms with my own gifts, and I'm growing into them. And so when I see someone who's professional, who's out there, who's confident to say it, I get really excited. Aww. And so that was when we exchanged information, and that's when we made our first session exchange, really, when we were like, okay, let's see what this is about. And you weren't sure about the Reiki because the touch thing and being comfortable with someone laying on hands.
Yes.
And so there
Exactly.
was a level of agreement and permission and getting to know. So I'll let you kind of...
I don't let no one touch me. Let me tell you something. The energy is too much. It's a me thing. It's not, it's me picking up on, because I'm so sensitive. And when, I don't know when the breakthrough happened, but it was just like, the injuries. And so it just got to a point where I was like, okay, I need to let someone in. I need to be able to trust another human being to heal me. And because, I'm always doing the healing. So I'm just like,
You needed to break through.
But that's the thing, is that she was the lesson that I needed to allow someone else to, be able to come through as a channel. And not just always try to be strong and rely on myself and be like, I can do it. It gets to a point where you're just like, oh, you can do it, and you start breaking. Yeah. So it was a level of vulnerability and humility, all of those beautiful things that our body teaches us when our body aches and we have pains and physical, ailments. That's exactly what it teaches us. I'm telling you, there's nothing that I've experienced that's gonna humble your buns down more than an injury. Yeah. And so,
absolutely.
And so when this happened, I can tell you, it was just an ongoing thing since 2020. After a couple of sessions with Michelle, I got to a point where I was just like, oh my God, I've never felt so flexible, so light on my feet in the longest time since I got my injury in 2020 after I did the sessions with her. And I couldn't believe it.
It was amazing.
And I was just like, and it was also too a level of, I believed she opened, it was beyond just the touch. It was opening me up. It was me ready. Since she put her hands on me, I was ready to see things that I wasn't willing to see before. Yes. I was willing to not be stubborn. She removed the stubbornness. So now I could receive messages. It's like, okay, are you ready to hear this? Are you ready to hear why this is happening to you? Right? Are you ready to hear why this is not going away and why this is reoccurring? So I would get that information, and it's like, because I was ready and I could tackle it from there. I mean, yes, we do need, material world treatment, yes, that is necessary. But for me, it's always been for me that it's a spiritual thing. And within my heart, I believe it all, because anytime I'm in a good mood and high vibration, it's like everything starts healing. And then when I'm stressed out, it's like things hurt. So
The tightness.
yeah,
But you figure,
exactly.
like, your vibration lowers too, so you're giving way to like illness, disease, all that stuff starts to.
And I want to just kind of reiterate where you were going with that, because I mean, a lot of people will be like, "Oh, Michelle has magic hands. I need to get work by her." But let me tell you, it's your level of openness to receiving. I'm here to get you out of your way. You do your own healing. This is true for any energetic modality.
Yes.
Healers are not healing you. We are helping you get out of your own way so you can heal yourself.
Absolutely, 100%. It's the same principle for mediumship,
Exactly.
you know.
And there's a level of like a healer needing a healer.
Exactly.
I go through those times where I'm like, I need some work. Where does the healer go to heal? Who do they have? And so that's where it's lovely to have advanced friends who have abilities like to be able to exchange body work, energy work, psychic readings. It's really such a gift.
Beautiful.
Because it helps open us up. It helps balance us. For me, Reiki is a balancing modality. Whenever I'm out of balance, I can exhibit symptoms of any illness at all, any mental imbalance at all. Every label has been applied and will apply if I am out of balance. And that's something that I've learned about myself, and I embrace it fully. And I firmly feel that it is one of those things to manage. That is one of those jobs that I have, is to be so energetically like in myself that I can feel if I'm out of alignment, if I sense those imbalances coming on, that I put the brakes on it with some self-care, make sure I've eaten, hydrated, am I rested? The very basics, the very logistics of running this human machine that we're in. Because we are just spirits in these bodies, and these bodies have some limitations, unfortunately, and they need stretching, and they need massage, and they need adjusting, and a lot of that comes into play. So for me, the healing journey is all of those levels. It's the physical, the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual rebalancing throughout. And every day, something can knock you off your game. Every day, there's a moment, a situation. It's a test. It's a lesson. Why is this happening for me? Not why is this happening to me?
Yeah.
And so we take that gift, we take that challenge, and we rise up. And we say, okay, what am I here for? Why is this happening? Oh, because I actually just need to calm down. In fact, if I just breathe, the answer will come. But if I start feeling scattered and tapped into that out of balance feel, and if I don't take care of myself fairly immediately, it starts to go down that path even more. It's worse. It's funny how it gets tangled up.
Yep.
And so I love when I can have that moment of awareness and kind of untangle the threads, really relax, allow things. Because when you think about the entanglement versus the fluidity, when the energy's trying to come through you, if you're all tangled up and twisted and tense and stressed, how can that energy flow through your chakras from above? How can it get to the ground? There's no straight path when you're tense. But if you're breathing and you're easy and you're flowing, suddenly, all of a sudden, it can just flow right through those chakras and get right into the ground and take out anything that's not serving you anymore and fill you up with all the goodness and love.
Amen. No, amen to that. Absolutely. You said it. So, oh my God. You opened up this whole world to me, because now I'm aware more of when things are happening and I'm feeling these things in my body. Now it's not like right away, like, oh, great, now I gotta go see this, I gotta go to the doctor. It's this, okay, take a moment and understand why this is happening. Sometimes it's to a point of you're not singing enough. You're not drawing enough. You're not saying yes to this project. You're not you have a vision right now that you're trying to, that you said you committed to yourself to do. You're not doing it. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to, you asked for this. So we're going to, like you said, not what's happening to me, what's happening for me. You asked for this, you wanted this. So, hey, we're here to kind of help you. So sometimes these injuries or these ailments, they're not necessarily to punish us. It has to do with what we've asked prior for our spirits to evolve. And sometimes we don't realize it. We're sometimes in our prayer and we're praying over and over and over for something to happen or something for us. And then all of a sudden it comes in a different form. And then boom, And it's just like, you can learn so much from your body. There's so many things. And being hurt, I've learned love. I've asked. I've over and over. They're like, okay, you want some? You got it. And I was like, oh no. But it helped me learn, because I desperately am always, how can I be more loving? How can I be more loving? That's what I'm always asking, you know?
And you said it, the ability to greet it neutrally. When an injury happens, instead of getting really negative, oh God, and not again, or oh, I just fixed that, why now? To be like, okay, this is happening. I understand what is this telling me?
Sometimes it's like a genie in the bottle type situation, where you ask for, in your case, I know the story you've told me where you asked for a break. And what happened? You broke your ankle.
I dislocated my heel.
There you go.
You know,
that was how I got into Reiki.
It wasn't necessarily
gift.
that I asked for a break, but recently I got sick. It put me out
Yeah, you needed a
for
rest.
a while, and I needed that rest. You
needed to slow down. You were going.
So it's not always that you ask for it, but you ask for the thing that you want, and you get the thing that you need.
Exactly.
And the perspective is on you to see it which way, whether it's happening to you or for you, right? So.
100%. And it's just, it's so good to be able to open up when these things happen, instead of falling back to woe is me. When we can learn from it, and we can, because sometimes it's not easy. When you don't have this information, oh my God, you could just make things worse and worse for yourself with these negative thoughts. So
and trying to control. Yeah, go ahead.
Tell me about it.
No,
go. Yeah.
Sorry, it was just that term information. It's like the knowledge, having knowledge. Knowledge is power. The more you know about something, the more you know how things work, down to molecular level or whatever. It just, the language, the words, it becomes easier to create a reality that isn't the one that you're suffering from. You know what I mean?
You can create a new one.
Because you're putting these things out there. It's like words are magic, so.
You named it. Oh my God.
Can we play a song about magic?
Absolutely. So why don't we take a break?
Yeah, that would be perfect, and then we can come in with another one.
Let's take a break. I want to hear about magic and feel. I would love. Oh my God, I'm so excited for all of this. I'm still in excitement mode. I love just hearing and watching you guys play and perform. It's just it's so relaxing.
And thank you for everyone tuning in, quite frankly, because having an audience is really a thrill for us. And if you're still liking this and you're still listening, really thank you. It's just going to get better. We're just getting in the
we're just
first
getting
part.
warmed up.
This is the first part.
She said
that.
That's it.
And stay tuned, because we got the supernatural live mediumship reading here with these lovely souls. And thank you for doing this publicly. By the way,
thank you for giving us the platform.
Yeah.
To do this.
Seriously,
That's
because
and thank you, Tufts. Thank you, Tufts University.
Thank you,
and
Tufts.
Freeform Radio.
this is
and FM.
I
This is so
swear
cool,
this place.
Love this
I would
place.
love with this place.
Love this place.
I call this place home.
I gotta say, the energy of this studio is so fantastic.
I told you.
You said I'd love it, and I feel it. The
You can
analog
feel it.
vibe. There are racks on racks on racks and stacks on stacks on stacks of vinyl and CDs.
Music
this is speaking
history,
to me.
and oh my God,
It's beautiful here.
So please stay tuned. So much more coming up. And I just wanted to say thank you so much, because when when you do the live readings, it helps other people, because other people can feel for themselves whether this is something they want to do, because people do have a hard time just being like, I'm just supposed to trust a medium and give this person or the psychics my money and da-da-da-da-da. And it's just like, listen, you can tune in if they want to call in and have a free experience. Don't feel pressured about, the payments and the money and da-da-da-da-da. First, feel if it's for you. And then you can dive more into that later, if this is for you. But it really helps people, because I've had people tell me, I want to call in, not ready. Then they're like, I'm finally ready, because they see people doing it and they're having a connection. I'm not just showing them, look, it works. No, they are feeling it for themselves. So thank you.
Oh, thank you.
thank you so much.
All right, let's get some classical in here.
Ooh.
Yes. Is this? Yes, some Mozart.
Oh, girl.
Yes.
My homie Mozart.
Yes.
My boy.
Woo. Tune in. You're not going to want to miss this Paranormal Playground Sounds. We're here till 5. Love you. And you are here listening to the Paranormal Playground Sounds on on 90. I know, right? It's so good. On 91.5 FM WMFO Medford Test Freeform Radio.
What was that?
That was that just popped up right now.
Yeah.
Eckhart hoped. I can't even pronounce that. Yeah, Shazam that. No,
No, I'm gonna write it down though.
it's okay. So Eckhart, Haupt.
Oh.
And then it's a very long name, so get ready. Sonata for violin and piano number 10 in B flat major. Yeah, I told you.
It's like a Trader Joe's
there's,
product
there's
name.
more to it, but I'm not even gonna.
No, that's perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait, the
sampled.
one that just popped up.
The
Yes.
flute a
Okay,
little
good.
bit.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I love it. I love it. Yes.
Reasons for everything.
Yes.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of inspiration and all of this, so do you guys buy vinyl at all?
I have a collection.
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
I have a player.
So if you are embarking on your new rejoined vinyl obsession, please go to Stereo Jacks because they're literally just down the street.
Oh, yeah.
They're in Ball Square, right here in Medford. So Stereo Jacks is funny because I just discovered they were down the street and I was just like, oh my God, the guy, his name's Chris, one of the workers. He has such great energy. He immediately was like, thank you so much for coming in. He's like, hey, give us a shout out on the radio if you can. I gave him, a shout out. I was like, everybody go to Stereo Jacks. And then he reported back to me that one of his friends told him that they heard me giving their store a shout out. So I was like, oh my God, yes, people listen.
It works.
And so, but it's just, I'm so excited about this. So it's a wonderful place.
And it's so important to support small businesses. Please, everyone, get out there and keep them open, please.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
and it's worth it because to see the artwork on vinyl, like that's for me the experience. If you've never thumbed through a vinyl store's collection,
yes.
If you've never had the pleasure of seeing all the old album covers and realizing how prolific these musicians are, and how it's just wax and grooves and how it makes music when you put a needle on it. What is that miracle?
Exactly. And the pricing is great. And I heard you mention samples, so sampling things.
Yeah,
so
sampling, yeah.
that made me think of Stereo Jacks and how I just recently got vinyl to sample. So,
Beautiful.
Go down there if you want.
Okay.
All right. So you guys going to get into your...
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Let's do this.
Yeah, we're gonna get into position here.
Okay.
So I'll say a little something because it's a very different vibration from the first song we did. It's not a Beatles song. It's not a John Lennon song.
Okay.
It's
I love this.
it's a mystery.
My jaw just dropped when she showed me the video to this. When you started singing this, I was like, "Oh my God!"
You said it was one of your favorite
Yeah.
songs, so this one is for you. We dedicate
Yes.
this one to Mariah.
Yeah, let's see if anyone can guess it. I'm sure
Well, they'll
will
guess
very
it.
soon.
It's whether or not we do it justice because this song is amazing.
This is amazing.
Yes.
All right, we're just going to take a moment because this is something really important. I mean, regardless of the venue, it's important to take a moment to make sure our wires are in position so we don't tug on ourselves, to make sure the mic is in position so you can hear us, to take a moment of breath, make sure we're in tune, make sure we're going to set the right tempo and pace for this beauty.
Stay connected.
Yeah, so important. Staying connected. Here
It's
we
an
go.
interesting necklace.
Yeah,
It's my traveler stone.
his traveler
Nice.
stone.
And it's-
I'm going to parrot him because he's not near the microphone, so it's his traveler stone.
It's my traveler stone
Nice.
with my Odin rune on it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Odin.
very powerful.
All right.
Whenever you're ready. to follow that and this, these and those. No one knows. We get these pills to swallow, how they stick in your throat. Tastes like gold. Oh, what you do to me, no one knows. And I realize you're mine. Indeed, a fool am I. And I realize you're mine. Indeed, a fool am I journey through the desert of the mind with no hope. I follow. I drift along the ocean, dead lifeboats in the sun, and come undone, pleasantly caving in. I come undone, and I realize you're mine. Indeed, a fool am I. I realize you're mine. Indeed, a fool am I. Heaven smiles above me. What a gift here below. But no one knows the gift that you give to me. No one knows.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
It's so fun to sing that one.
Oh, it's so fun hearing you
That
sing
was
that.
amazing.
Oh man, all right.
Thank you guys.
Thank
Cardigan is
you.
coming off.
I love that song, and I love when you do it. Oh my God, the cover is great.
I wish this wire wasn't in the
I
way, but
know.
otherwise
Oh,
that
no.
was so good. Oh my God.
The headphones,
That
the
was-
limitations.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's so,
That's
no,
okay.
it's okay. That was,
No, it didn't
dude.
get in the
Can
way.
I just get one of those?
Yeah.
Like,
We do this. Like, we
I just,
sing a
like-
song and
I
we're
love
like,
can I
woo!
just like,
Yes, I love it. I love it. Pound it.
Thank
do
you.
it. Do
Power
it up.
fist.
I'm feeling
Power
the
fist.
love.
The-
Yeah.
the-
Feeling the love.
Yes.
Thank you.
This is great. Oh, I'm so happy you guys are here. I'm so grateful for all of you. Just so much gratitude for all of this.
It's so good to be here.
Thank you.
So good to be here.
So, would you guys like to go into the readings, or do you want Would you like to go into a musical break?
Are you feeling inspired to do some readings? Because I would love to hear something.
I'm down for some readings.
Yes, we have
no pressure.
We got about an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, we have so much time. We have like an hour and like 10. Yeah, an hour and like 10 minutes. So like, oh my God, I'm just so good. Like,
this 3-hour slot was perfect.
We have all the time for what we want to do.
But like, exactly, and I can't believe it just fell so perfectly on today. And you picked the day. You
111.
111.
223.
We were a little crazy with that stuff, but 111 just felt right.
Yes. And you just knew that because there's a lot of, to be able to take the free space up.
Well, you say I just knew. You're the one that was like, oh, everyone's on break. We can take the time in the studio. And I was like, that's amazing. I didn't plan it.
You orchestrated a a lot of this without knowing it.
Yes. You got the 2-hour time slot after the 1 hour on the New Year. So that was just in line. Amazing how the flow flows, right?
Oh, my God.
When you're just tapped in. So this is something like, I'll just mention like why I love that No One Knows song, because to me it's magic and mystery combined. You can get gifts from heaven. You have no idea how much they give you, and the gratitude that you feel, and it's all perfect. And for me, the secret is being still and being neutral, just allowing flow, having my intention set but without attaching to an outcome. Having a desire, but not attaching, so that whatever magic spins up, because I never know the how, the what, the specifics. I don't want to limit myself. So to really make that magic happen, I think it's so important to drop all of the logistics, the details, and just put out there what you want, what and why, for the right reasons. Like, we want to bring this music to people so they can feel how we feel when we hear it in our core.
To feel flow like we feel when we play this music. Like when I read these lyrics, the song is about flow. We get some rules to follow, that and this, these and those. It's like these are all things that you can fight against, or if you go with the flow, it's like heaven smiles above me, what a gift here below. It's funny how the song starts and ends with like a like tastes like gold. Oh, what you do to me, no one knows. It's no one knows. Like, you don't need to know to go with the flow. The waves don't need to know what they're doing next. They're doing their thing.
And the band themselves, from what I understand, will not define what the song means.
No.
And I like that they don't, because I have my own interpretation. Hopefully they respect what I'm bringing to it. I hope they hear it, kind of. It's one of those things where I just love it so much that I just want to bring that feeling that I get from it. And my hope is that it resonates with the original author.
They actually have a song called "Go with the Flow,"
yeah,
and so
absolutely.
it's like,
I was thinking
of course,
that too.
that whole album is so ethereal, and what you said about the song, it's interesting because I've never really analyzed it, because I'll hear songs. I'm like, oh, that's exactly what it's about. But that's the feeling I got from it. I didn't have to feel like I needed to analyze anything that was going on. It just connected with me. And the way you broke it down is the first time that I'm actually understanding why I actually like that song and why a lot of people like it and connect with it. And so it makes so much sense. So thank you. See, this is why I love Michelle. She's just like that. You ever feel like you're like, oh, that's like another part of my consciousness that I wouldn't say, but I would say in another form. So thank you for reminding me.
That was lucky. But that's actually the background that I have. I was an English lit major. And I like poetry a lot, and I like to know what the meaning is, because if I can't understand it, I get a little bit like, okay, well, what is that? I want to be in tune with what they meant. I don't want to get it wrong. Yeah. But then I realized that there's not a lot of wrong in art.
This song is a big example of that, I think. Really, because we've talked about that before, the meaning of it, what it, like, trying to pinpoint it and realizing, coming to that realization. No one knows. It's in the name of the song. You don't know what it's about, but it resonates with you.
It makes you feel good.
It does.
And it's almost like it doesn't matter. Do you have to know? Like, again, coming back to that, like,
and it's how
do
it
you
makes
have
you
to
feel.
know?
Oh my God.
Because when you let go of having to know, and it's like that heaven smiles above me, you know, like pleasantly caving in, I come undone. I'm surrendering the not having the knowledge and just
yeah. I'm like chomping at the bit to say this thing because I'm like, oh, we've said surrender so many times, and I'm like, surrender and acceptance. This is such a big one for growth and healing. When you finally and the joke about you have to break before you can have a breakthrough. There's a level of relenting and just collapsing into the exhaustion of your life sometimes.
In a journey through the desert.
Yeah, and you just get into a place where you're just collapsed, and that's the beauty point. That is the crux when you are in flow because you have kind of broken a little bit. You are resting, you are still, and you can't allow anything to happen because you are so in need of a reset. And so you surrender to the forces. You're not giving up. It's not a weakness. You're surrendering. You're allowing. And then you're accepting with grace what comes. And so that's the flow. That's the magic of being in flow. When you can surrender instead of trying to control things, instead of an outward lashing, at the resistance, when you resist what is happening, that is the source of stress. That is where illness starts to develop. Just no more resistance. Just allow. Just surrender. Accept. Go with the flow.
It's kind of nice
Perfect.
knowing you don't have all the control, to be honest.
It really feels good
Perfect.
to know
This
that you
is-
don't know.
I'm just, and it's funny because I'm just realizing why it was so perfect for you to sing that. Now I wasn't expecting you to pump that out, but I'm so happy that you did. But look at where this conversation led to because of this song. And I never would imagine in a million years I'd have this conversation about that song. No one knows the way that I'm having it right now. See, this is what it's all about.
This is what it's
It
all
really
about.
is.
You're all listening to WMFO Paranormal Playground Sounds here on 91.5 FM WMFO Medford Tough Freeform Radio. This is Mariah Merlinite, the Boston medium. Please stay tuned because we have a whole hour of this. We've got some
we've
live
got a few more
readings.
songs.
Yes, we got more live music, live readings. I'm telling you, I come here and time flies when you're having fun. I'm like, I want to be here all day. So
Me too. Me too.
We'll be back.